A couple years ago, my life looked very different than it does now. I had two very sick little boys, and because of their asthma and allergies, we were continually in and out of hospitals, urgent care centers, doctor's offices, and pharmacy counters. At home, we were doing daily inhalers and nebulizer treatments, sometimes around the clock. And this picture shows Jake at 3.5 years old when he was in the ICU for 10 days with pneumonia. And this was the first of 3 different ICU stays in 1 year's time. You'll see this next picture of my other son Will's feet when he was about a year old. His eczema was really bad, and he would get staph infections all the time because of it, where he would just break out with sores all over his body. In addition to his eczema and allergies and asthma, he was also showing some early signs of ADHD. He was hurting himself on a daily basis, leaving scratch marks on his face or bite marks on his arms, hitting his head against hard surfaces, and very clingy with me, lots and lots of tantrums. He had problems with his digestion, and he was behind developmentally, just being able to say a couple words at 18 months. As you can imagine, it was a lot to handle, and after about 18 months of dealing with the constant sickness and health battles, I reached my breaking point. I was exhausted and worn out and feeling very hopeless about all of it, despite all my best efforts to keep our family on a healthy diet and protect their environment as much as possible. It wasn't enough to get them healthy. All we were doing was managing symptoms, and there seemed to be no end in sight. Here's a picture with America's pediatrician, Dr. Bill Sears. He says that 75% of all chronic disease is preventable, and health experts agree that between 60 to 90% of diseases are preventable. So some of these statistics include 1 in 3 people live with some form of cardiovascular disease, 1 in 3 women will develop cancer, 1 in 2 men will develop cancer, 1 in 3 people will develop diabetes by 2050, 1 in 3 is obese, 116 million people are living with chronic pain, and the U.S. national health care expenditures are approaching $3 trillion a year. And I just want to say, too, our children are suffering the most. Doctors are now treating small children with conditions that in the past were only seen in the elderly, and more than 25% of our children now are taking prescription drugs on a regular basis. And I thought this quote was interesting. Dr. David Katz says, "This may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents." We all know that staying healthy is important. The keys to staying healthy are exercise, reducing stress, getting enough sleep, improving our environment, drinking enough water, and most of all, nutrition. It takes a little bit of everything to stay well, but some things have more of an effect than others. The food that we put into our bodies has the most significant impact in reducing our risk of sickness and disease. Great nutrition really boils down to eating a whole food-based diet with lots of fruits and vegetables every day. So we posted a question earlier. According to the Departments of Agriculture and Health and Human Services, how many servings of fruits and vegetables do we need every day? Well, the answer is 9, and most recommendations say we should eat between 9 and 13 servings of raw fruits and vegetables every day. Why so many? Well, the first reason, Guardian magazine published this statement a few years ago, that broccoli today has 80% less nutrition than it did in 1940. Wow, our produce is not the same as when our grandparents grew up. The soil's not the same. The chemicals and GMO seeds are being used, and produce is picked before it's ripe and transported thousands of miles. We are all experiencing something called oxidative stress at the cellular level every day. Oxidative stress causes aging and disease. So fruits and vegetables are so important because they are our only source for antioxidants, which neutralize this harmful oxidative stress. So notice in the picture that the left side of the apple is oxidizing and the right side has lemon juice on it, which is a powerful illustration of what antioxidants can do to protect cells. Here's a chart describing how oxidative stress causes harm to our bodies. If you look around, the chart shows things like arthritis, asthma, allergies, Alzheimer's, ADHD, autism, migraine, stroke, inflammations of various kinds, clots, diabetes, cataracts, heart disease, skin aging, and dermatitis, melanoma, different things like that. So free radical damage and oxidative stress causes inflammation in all these different areas. We all experience oxidative stress from our environment and by not eating right, not sleeping, being stressed out, and even exercising. Oxidative stress causes inflammation, which is closely intertwined with almost every chronic health problem, from simple seasonal allergies all the way to cancer. Inflammation is now said to be the silent killer by the time we see symptoms of inflammation, it's already wreaking havoc on our bodies. On the bottom left, you'll find some popular vitamins listed in a supplement. Many times these are synthetic. If they are natural, they are still isolated from their original source and oftentimes are not even absorbed in the body, so will just pass through. On the right, you'll see a list of 400 phytonutrients that aren't in a vitamin supplement. An apple alone has over 10,000 phytonutrients, way too many to be listed on this page. So we need these antioxidants, and we need all the benefits from eating fruits and vegetables, but it's so hard to get 9 to 13 servings of fresh, raw fruits and vegetables in our diet every day. I don't know how anyone could do that on a consistent basis. I'm so thankful that I learned about a very simple way to flood my body with raw, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables every day. It's called Juice Plus, and it's so simple. So I want to introduce my friend, Lisa Radici. She is mentoring me in Juice Plus, and she has been on it for a long time. So I'm excited for you to hear her story with Juice Plus.
Hey, everybody. This is a picture of me and my family 10 years ago. My kids were ages 6, 4, and 2 at the time. And I learned about Juice Plus from another mom that worked at the school that I worked at, and she told me to check out the fruits and veggie gummies for my kids, and I was very interested in checking them out because my 3 kids were sick a lot with various conditions. The little one on the left had chronic ear infections and was going to need tubes. The one, my daughter on the right, had chronic urinary tract infections, and my son in the middle had chronic allergies, and he was on Zyrtec medication every day of his life and also had chronic respiratory infections. We were in the doctor's office a lot. We were frequent flyers on very continuous medications from prescriptions to over-the-counters. And, you know, I really did believe that we had a healthy diet, but I knew we could do better. I knew that the kids especially could eat more fruits and vegetables. So I went over and learned about Juice Plus and saw it for the first time, and I was really impressed with the fact that it was food, it was fruits and vegetables only, but also that there was research on it. And the research was right in front of me, and it really was mind-blowing to see that kind of quality research. So I was very excited to have found it, and I ended up ordering it for our whole family because I thought, you know, I don't eat enough fruits and vegetables either, and neither does my husband. So, in fact, very quickly I realized this is something that would benefit all of us. We got on it that day, and it has been close to 10 years that our whole family has continued to take Juice Plus every single day. My family grown up 10 years later, the kids are now 16, 14, and almost 12. And what a change our lives have had in terms of our health. The kids have stopped having the problems that they had before, and that happened very quickly. Again, my daughter on the left, she stopped having ear infections altogether. In fact, once we got on Juice Plus, she never had another ear infection ever. My daughter on the right, again, same thing, never had another urinary tract infection. And my son in the middle was able to get off his Zyrtec medication and stopped needing to go to the doctors for secondary infections. My 3 kids in 10 years, in fact, didn't need to go anymore to the doctors for sick visits. It was only well visits from that point on. They were able to avoid antibiotics for close to 10 years too. That's a big deal for me as a mom and a big deal for them. So the peace of mind that we were able to have, and for the adults too, for myself and my husband, the peace of mind that we have for us in the value and the benefits that it offers has been huge. We're very, very grateful to have learned about it, and it has made a really huge difference in our lives.
Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. It's been a lot of fun to get to work together with Lisa, so I'm glad you got to hear a little of her story. you will see how Juice Plus can help bridge the gap between what we need to eat every day, those 9 to 13 servings, to be healthy, and what we actually eat. The rainbow of colors and the variety in this list is amazing. Juice Plus capsules and gummies include 30 fruits, vegetables, berries, and grains. So how do we know for sure that Juice Plus does great things in our bodies? Well, I'd like to share with you 4 things that really set Juice Plus apart. First, Juice Plus is concentrated whole food, not vitamin supplements. You will notice from the picture that it has a nutrition label on it, not a supplement label. The Juice Plus products have food labels, are non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, and kosher. Second, the Juice Plus produce is allowed the time to vine ripen before it is picked, and it is grown by second and third generation farmers. Today, people are wanting to know the farmers who grow their food. Third, each Juice Plus product also has a third-party certification. This means that a third-party company randomly tests Juice Plus products in 2 areas. Number 1, the Juice Plus products have to contain what is on the label. And number 2, each batch is tested for the absence of every herbicide, pesticide, and toxin known to man. It is very rare for products to be tested with this standard. In fact, there is no nutraceutical or nutritional product made in the world at a higher quality than Juice Plus. And fourth, what sets Juice Plus apart is the research behind it. This is what I think is most exciting to know, is that with over 31 studies now, it is the most researched, most clinically proven nutritional product in the world. So we know exactly what it's doing in your body when you take it. Juice Plus clinical studies are gold standard protocol, double-blind, placebo-controlled, and published in peer-reviewed medical journals. When I saw the research, I knew this was different than anything I had ever seen or taken. You'll see the many different universities and medical schools that have studied Juice Plus. Listed among these, Yale, UCLA, UF, even MD Anderson Cancer Center conducted a study on Juice Plus, as well as some universities from around the world. All of the research has been shown to prove the effectiveness of Juice Plus. And here is a summary of some of those findings. It delivers nutrients that are absorbed, reduces oxidative stress, immune system support, inflammatory markers are improved, DNA protection, cardiovascular wellness improved, promotes healthy skin and gums, improves quality of life in cancer survivors, reduces insulin resistance in children, and improves pulmonary function in smokers. So what does that mean for you? What can Juice Plus do for you? Here's a list of health benefits that people experience when taking Juice Plus. Increased energy, boost immune system, better digestion, sleep better, decrease allergies, increase antioxidants, improve fatigue, strengthen hair and nails, reduce risk of chronic disease, improve skin condition, decrease need for medications, reduces colds and flus, helps weight loss, and improves pregnancy. I have personally been on Juice Plus now for just over 4 months and have noticed many of these changes already, including sleeping better, improved skin, better digestion, and more energy. Definitely more energy. And even though I've been around a lot of people who have been sick, I haven't gotten sick since I've been on it. So there's definitely been a reduction in colds for me, which as a mom of 2 little boys is a huge benefit. The Juice Plus Children's Health Study is a real-life, real-world study in which children age 4 through undergraduate college can get free Juice Plus for 4 years with any adult order. The adult who sponsors the child is asked to fill out a survey every 4 months about what effect Juice Plus has had on the child. And this slide shows the results of children who have participated in this study after being on the product for just 1 year. So you can see 56% taking fewer over-the-counter drugs, 60% missing fewer days of school, 61 eating more fruits and vegetables, which is a very cool thing about this. You crave what you put in your body. So the more Juice Plus you're putting in your body, the more fruits and vegetables you're putting in, and the more you're actually going to crave fruits and vegetables. These kids were actually eating more as a result. 66% were visiting the doctor less, 71% were drinking more water, and consuming less fast food and soft drinks. 89% were more aware of their health, and 96% were reaping a positive benefit of some kind. We also enjoy complete smoothies as healthy meals or snacks. They are affordable, easy, healthy fast food, which helps us eat well even when we are on the go, which is almost always for some of us. Some people use them for weight management too. They are whole food based, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, and delicious. And one thing to note about our protein powder is its score for protein quality. The PCB-AAS is the internationally accepted standard for protein quality, and a perfect score is 1.0. Our Juice Plus Complete has a score of 1.0, the only plant protein to ever achieve that rating. And Dr. Richard Du Bois, former chief of internal medicine at Atlanta Medical Center, says about the protein in our Juice Plus Complete product that it is the highest quality protein a human can consume. Tower Garden by Juice Plus. This is another way to bridge the gap in our diets. The Tower Garden is a vertical aeroponic growing system that allows you to grow your own fruits and vegetables on your porch or patio. No green thumb required. The O'Hare Airport in Chicago has an urban farm in the airport that actually produces fruits and vegetables for all the restaurants, and this is the wave of the future. The Tower Garden was developed by Tim Blank, former chief horticulturalist for Disney World's Epcot Center. And I can tell you we love our Tower Garden. Being able to step out on the back patio and pick fresh organic kale and tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, that's as local as it gets. And Jake has loved being part of that experience, which is a really cool thing to be able to do with him. And because I normally kill every plant I've ever owned, but have managed to grow a garden with this, I'm confident that if I can do this, anyone can do this. People are often surprised to learn that Juice Plus is affordable, too. For less than the price of 1 cup of fancy coffee a day, 2 parents and 2 children can take Juice Plus. So here's the rest of my family story. Today, we have 2 much healthier boys, and we are so thankful to God for leading us to a pediatrician who knew about Juice Plus and knew how to help them. With Jake's change of diet and Juice Plus, we've had only 1 sick doctor visit in the last 11 months, no trips to the hospital, and very minimal use of medication. Will was already on a strict diet, so just adding Juice Plus, we started seeing changes in him right away. Since he's been on it, his digestion is so much better. His eczema's cleared up. He gets over colds more quickly and doesn't get them as often. He doesn't hurt himself anymore. His mood and tantrums have balanced out, and he jumped way ahead in his development, now very verbal with an incredible vocabulary. We are on a very different path now with the health of our family, and I get to be a mom now instead of always being a nurse, and Juice Plus has been a huge part of that. Our whole family takes Juice Plus every day now. We never want to be without it again. The best part of it is the peace of mind that we are doing so much good for our health by flooding our bodies with 30 fruits and vegetables every day. Thank you so much for joining this call. We hope that you're encouraged with hope for your best health ever. Juice Plus products offer a simple solution to improve the health and wellness of children and adults all over the world. If you would like to get yourself or your family started on the proven power of Juice Plus, please contact the person who invited you to this event.